My name's Sandra Neely. I'm a physical education teacher from Gateshead.
I'm Alan Paul, a bank manager from Mablethorpe, Lincolnshire.
My name's Louise Mee. I'm a hotel manager from Torquay, Devon.
I'm Lee Harrington, area manager with a power tool company from Folkestone.
Good evening, welcome to the Krypton Factor and to the very last heat in this year's series. We're just a week away from the Group C final and 2 weeks from the Grand Final. So everything's building up to an exciting climax in the quest to become the United Kingdom's superperson of 1989. And 2 targets for our contestants tonight to keep them on course for the trophy. Outright victory in this heat, of course, means a seat in next week's Group Final, but a score of more than 40 will clinch the best runner-up place too. So let me wish the very best of luck to Sandra Neely, Alan Hoare, Louise Mee and Lee Harrington. And contestants can ask you now to put your headphones on, please, in readiness for round 1, mental agility. And for tonight's test, another of our numerical date challenges. I will give the contestants a series of dates. Let's take July the 23rd, for example. And the task is to convert that date into single digits so that July, the 7th month of the year, becomes 7, and the 23rd is split into a 2 and a 3. Those numbers must then be rearranged into ascending order, 2, 3, 7 for the answer. So if I say July the 23rd, the contestant should reply 2, 3, 7. That's how it works, and of course, it's a speed test. You have to get as many right as you can in 40 seconds. Stand by, contestants. We begin with you, Sandra, and your 40 seconds start now. March the 15th.
135.
July the 28th.
278.
December the 30th.
0123.
October the 25th.
0125.
June the 14th, 83.
146. Sorry, no.
Wrong. February the 13th, 69.
12369.
September the 27th, 35.
235679.
April the 19th, 27.
12479.
November the 6th, 48.
11468.
Just got that one in time. Well done. In 40 seconds, a very good start, Sandra. You've got 8. Well done. Now let's move along to Alan. Stand by. Your 40 seconds start now. May the 16th.
156.
August the 29th.
289.
October the 25th.
0125.
December the 17th.
1127.
February the 16th, 59.
Pass.
July the 23rd, 46.
23467.
January the 28th, 35.
12358.
September the 14th, 57.
14579.
March the 26th, 81.
1.
It would have been 12368, but a good start for you. In 40 seconds, you've got 7. Well done, Alan. Let's move along now to Louise. Are you ready? Your 40 seconds start now. June the 23rd.
236.
September the 16th.
169.
November the 30th.
0013.
Wrong. October the 27th.
0127.
January the 24th, 79.
12479.
April the 18th, 36.
13468.
August the 21st, 64.
12468.
February the 15th, 37. Well, the answer would have been 12357, but you did well. In 40 seconds, you scored 6, Louise. And now, finally, it's Lee. Stand by. Your 40 seconds start now. April the 28th.
248.
February the 16th.
126.
December the 30th.
0123.
November the 25th.
1125.
July the 15th, 39.
No.
September the 23rd, 86.
23689.
May the 14th, 27.
1247.
Wrong. January the 29th, 64. No need to answer that. It would have been 12469, but in 40 seconds you've scored 5. Well done, Lee. Well, that's such a nervy start for the contestants, and yet they never seem to show it. More good scores there, and let's see how it worked out in terms of points as we go to the scoreboard. And there you have it. 2 points for Lee, 4 for Louise, 6 for Alan. But the early leader with a Krypton Factor of 10. The PE teacher from High Spen near Gateshead, Sandra Neely. One of the world's most commercially successful aircraft, the Boeing 737. The challenge to our contestants is to demonstrate their skill, nerve and coordination and achieve a simulated landing aboard this £8 million British Caledonian flight training simulator at Gatwick. Sandra Neely makes the first attempt, and it's a dusk approach into Geneva Airport, Switzerland. Alongside her, Captain Brian Long takes charge of engine power and use of flaps. So Sandra has to concentrate solely on flying the plane down a glide slope to the runway. And one particular instrument in front of her, known as the flight director, will indicate what moves she should make on the control column. But how well will she interpret it? Not bad so far, but these are the critical moments. And just beginning to lose control, lost it completely, and that's a dreadful crash. So hard luck, Sandra. Now the bank manager, Alan Hoare, a little tense and concentrating very hard indeed. And that bluish instrument there is the vital flight director that he's keeping a close eye on. It's got a vertical and horizontal bar. If the horizontal bar goes up or down, he should fly the plane up or down accordingly. And if the vertical bar moves right or left, he should bank the plane the same way. And he's followed it to the letter, coming in nicely over that centre line. Now, can he hold it there? It's absolutely perfect so far, and he's almost done. And he makes it. Well, that's a splendid landing, and he looks pretty pleased with himself. As well he should. Next, the Torquay hotel manager, Louise Mee. And well, that doesn't look too good at this stage. She's banking way over to the left and not losing height. She needs to point that nose down, but so far she's not doing it. And looking out of the window there, there's absolutely no sign of the runway. It should be somewhere below and slightly to the right. In fact, will we get a glimpse of it there, or has she gone much too far? There it is. You can just see the end of the runway at the right there, but now the nose is going up and up and up. She's heading for a stall, and I'm afraid this flight has to be aborted. Bad luck. Last to go, Folkestone's Lee Harrington, and in good shape. Making a very good controlled descent so far. And really, when you set the plane up as well as this, the secret is to do virtually nothing with the control column. They're such good planes that they virtually fly themselves down. He's right on that centre line and just holding it very nicely. Only a few feet to go now, so he just must keep it steady. And here we go, and that's it. An excellent landing. Well, he did that very well indeed, and he heaves a happy sigh of relief in the studio. Now the result, here's how Captain Long scored it. In fourth place, Louise Mee, a poor approach and failed to land. Third, Sandra Neely, a good approach but lost control at the end. In joint first place, Alan Hoare and Lee Harrington, both of whom made perfect landings. So let's transfer the points won there into the scoreboard. And a change. We have a new leader with a Krypton Factor of 16. It's the bank manager from Lincolnshire, Alan Hoare. On we go into round 3, and a challenge in which all the family, from Granny and Grandad down to the 10-year-olds and under, can compete equally. It's the test of observation. We're going to show you one take of a specially made video sketch. Your task is to spot the 6 deliberate errors that take place during it. So, contestants, would you now please turn to your screens, please, and concentrate hard as we join the many faces of Steve Coogan and a television studio in uproar.
Take your blood out of this program. I don't want him on anymore. Thank thank you. Now, calm down. This is a discussion programme. We're not here to hurl insults at each other. Oh, more paper dolls. Very mature, especially after only the first question. Now, shut up! Now, Mr. Steele, come and sit back down at the table and stop being so childish, please.
Why should I, Robin? After all, you just said in front of all these people that I had a squeaky voice. And you said the same thing last week on World at One.
No, I didn't. I'm not in the habit of making personal remarks about people who appear on my programmes.
Oh, come on, Robin. Everyone knows you're famous for your suavity when addressing politicians. I mean, only 2 minutes ago, you turned to me and said, "And what do you think about that, David, you old smoothie?"
A term of endearment, I assure you, Dr. Owen.
Well, you certainly never used a term of endearment for me, Sir Robin. In fact, when I was trying to give a perfectly serious answer to the question before last, you said I should put my fangs back in and stop talking or I wouldn't get home before sunrise.
Friendly banter, Mr. Tebbit. I mean, I could have just said, "Shut up, Norman," which I would never do to any valued guest on this panel.
As Deputy Leader of the Labour Party, I beg to differ. I, too, was on that World This Weekend programme that Mr. Steele mentioned.
Oh, shut up, Hattersley.
Well, really?
Now, my behaviour is not the point at issue tonight. In any way, I am not rude. Now, can we have the next question, please? Yes? At the back, the fat lady with the sticky-out ears. No, not you, please.
That's the lot. Turn to the front, please, contestants, and will you now start writing down what you think the 6 continuity errors were. And that gives me a few moments in which to say a big thank you to Steve Coogan and indeed to feature him again as we now show you just what the 6 continuity changes were. Here they come. Number 1 was the dart in Sir Robin's hair, on the left side to start with, but on the right halfway through the sketch. Then a mistake with the pens in Mr. Tebbit's top pocket. They later had disappeared. David Owen's glass of water provided error number 3. It changed to orange juice. Then 2 dialogue mistakes. At the beginning, Sir Robin said,
"Especially after only the first question."
But Mr. Tebbit implied there had been 2 questions.
When I was attempting to give a perfectly serious answer to the question before last.
And while Mr. Steele referred to World at One,
And you said the same thing last week on World at One.
Mr. Hattersley referred to it differently.
I, too, was on that World This Weekend programme that Mr. Steele mentioned.
And finally, the spotted handkerchief in Sir Robin's top pocket. It changed during the sketch to a plain one. Very tough one, I thought, but then if you're enjoying the sketch, you don't spot the differences. But here's how the contestants did. Louise, you got 2 right, and that's 4th place. Sandra, you got 3 right. And Alan, you also scored 3, so you 2 share 2nd place. But Lee, you did best, spotting 4 differences, and you therefore win the round. And right away, we shall enter those points into the scoreboard. And look at that, very close indeed. Sandra on 20, but 2 contestants sharing the lead with Krypton Factors of 22. Still there from Mablethorpe, Lincolnshire, Alan Hoare, and joining him from Folkestone, Kent, Lee Harrington. Round 4, the race over the assault course, and with just 2 points separating 3 of our contestants, what an important run this will be. 20 obstacles designed to test stamina, agility, courage and determinations. The conditions on the course good, a gentle breeze, though it's decidedly cool. And now to start the race, Major Tony Carr.
Take your marks!
Off they go, in red nearest to us, Sandra Neely from Gateshead, and alongside her, Torquay's Louise Mee. And already Sandra into an early lead, but we know she's very fit. She is a physical education teacher and really throws herself at that rope swing. So Sandra off to an excellent start, some 20-25 yards ahead of Louise Mee already. And Louise tackles that nicely. Good style over that rope swing. Here go the men. Bank manager Alan Hoare nearest to us. On the far side, Lee Harrington from Folkestone. Lee keeps himself pretty fit, good footballer. He plays goalkeeper for Hythe Town in the Kent League and is also a very keen cricketer. So Sandra in the lead, but the two men are going to have to think very carefully here about pacing the early stages of the race. They know how fit Sandra is, how strong she is, and that she will keep motoring all the way down that course. And they can't afford to go too fast at the beginning or they'll have no finish. And equally, they can't afford to let her go too far. So it's a very careful piece of judgment needed here. And, well, Lee's opened a few yards ahead of Alan Hoare there. So Lee is giving hot pursuit here to the leader, Sandra Neely, who comes towards the scramble net. Not the same net as Lee Harrington's on, don't be fooled. He's on the earlier cargo net. And Sandra, keen hockey player, plays right wing for Durham Hockey Club, and absolutely gasping as she gets to the top of that scramble net. It's 30 feet high. It's not easy to get over the top, but she's done that well. And as she comes down the other side, Lee Harrington hasn't reached it yet, so the advantage is definitely with Sandra Neely. The question, of course, now is, has she got the stamina for the last third of the course? She's gone well so far. This will be a testing moment, but a nice two-footed landing in the water. Whereas Lee Harrington there's in a bit of trouble. He's got himself all tangled up in the rope and he can't afford to make any mistakes at all. But Sandra looking tired now. She really dragged herself out of that water jump. So can Lee pull out something right at the end here? He's got to do it now if he's going to catch Sandra Neely. Ploughs on through the water. Alan Hoare has to be content, I think, with third place and 4 points at the back there. But Lee pushing himself on, powering himself on. Sandra, though, thinking about the landing in the water at the end. She won't worry about getting wet because of the two water jumps she's already been through, but she'll want a nice, neat landing, which she makes perfectly. So she's well set up for the last obstacle. Alan Hoare trailing way back in third place. Louise Mee in fourth. And there's the splashdown from Lee Harrington, and it's not as good as Sandra Neely, so it's all over now. She comes out of that flat net, the tape ahead of her. She desperately wanted to win this race, and she's done it. She's got the 10 points. Well done, Sandra. A well-judged race. Now, the bank manager for the big splashdown. Oh, dear me, takes on a lot of water there. But Lee Harrington gets second place, 6 points, just didn't have the finishing power. Louise way back and forth, but determined to finish to get her 2 points. As Alan Hoare now comes across the line to pick up his 4 points for third place. Now, that result should make interesting reading on the scoreboard. Yes, the joint leaders down to second and third place, and back in front with a Krypton Factor of 30, the PE teacher, Sandra Neely. Well, a great battle going on at the top, but this is the penultimate round where things can change dramatically and have done on many occasions. And tonight's intelligence test features Lightbox art. The contestants have been given a selection of different coloured pieces and some lattice work. The task is to assemble those pieces on top of the Lightbox so that they form a polysymmetric design. Are you all ready, contestants? The test starts now.
Well, you've just seen the finished pattern, but the contestants haven't, so the first task is to try and work it out. It is polysymmetric, so when you've got one piece of lattice work correctly placed in one corner, the same pattern will go in the other three. Alan Hoare there, a good start. Lee Harrington too. He's second in the overall position at the moment, only 2 points behind the leader, Sandra Neely. But Louise here is trailing somewhat in the overall position, needs the 10 points here to get back into it. And Sandra, the leader going into the round, knows 10 points here, could almost certainly clinch her group final place. But Alan Hoare obviously knows that too and is determined to deny her. I bet he hangs the pattern wallpaper at home. He has completed the pattern, but there's still some way to go slotting in those different colours. Lee just about finished the pattern too, and see how each quarter is the mirror image of its opposite. And it's the same with the colours. Blue at the bottom means blue at the top, and also blue at the two sides. Louise filling in the colours, but she hasn't got the bottom section of the lattice work correct, or indeed the two sides. They should form the V of a diamond shape. Now that bottom piece should give her the clue. Sandra has the pattern right and now has the colours to sort out, but that takes little time, so she's got to work quickly. And she's certainly not going to beat the bank manager. He's just got 4 red diamonds to go. 3, 2, 1, and he's done it. And didn't he want those 10 points? Now, for second place, it looks like Lee Harrington, an area manager with a power tool company. Yes, indeed, 6 points. He always seems to be enjoying himself, Lee. And the question now is who'll be third? The overall leader, Sandra, working furiously, but she's in for a disappointment because Louise here has just about finished. Some final adjustments to the lattice work. Cosmetic, really. That's it. 4 points to Louise Mee.
An attractive test, and well done, Alan. I wonder if the points won there will change the pattern of events. Let's have a look as we go to the scoreboard. And indeed, it's all very tight there. Sandra 32, Lee 34. But up from third to first place to take the lead again with a Krypton Factor of 36, the bank manager from Mablethorpe, Alan Hoare. So tight at the top as we reach the climax of this heat. 100 seconds of rapid-fire general knowledge questions to be answered on the buzzer. 2 points for a correct answer, but 2 points deducted for a wrong one. And don't forget, the winner goes through to the group final, and so too will the runner-up if he or she scores higher than 40 points. Ready, contestants? The clock starts now. In Britain in 1752, the Gregorian calendar replaced which earlier calendar system? Louise.
Julian calendar.
Correct. What nationality was the writer of Miss Julie and the Ghost Sonata, August Strindberg? Swedish is the answer. From the manufacture of what did the Swede Alfred Nobel make his fortune? Louise.
Gunpowder.
Yes, explosives. Used in making gunpowder or fertiliser, what's the popular name of potassium nitrate or niter? Answer is saltpeter. In which city are the Mary Peters Athletics Track, Queen's University and Storm Allen?
Belfast.
Correct. The Fastnet race is one of a series competing for which cup during Cows Week? Answer is the Admiral's Cup. In London, Admiralty Arch is one entrance to which square? Louise.
Trafalgar Square.
Correct. Nelson, body press and standing arm roll are terms, Lee.
Wrestling.
Correct. Former wrestler Brian Glover played Magus Fontaine Lugg in which TV detective series starring Peter Davison? Answer is Campion. During whose reign was Edmund Campion, a Jesuit priest, martyred in 1581? Elizabeth I. Which Londoner married to actress Elizabeth Power has presented Cracker Jack and This Is Your Life? Lee. Got to hurry you.
Crowther.
Sorry?
Leslie Crowther.
No, Michael Aspel. What does John Aspinall own at Howlett's near Canterbury and at Port... Louise.
Zoos.
Correct. Which animal is called by zoologists Canis lupus, a carnivore of the... Louise.
Wolf.
Correct. What operated in wolf packs under Admiral Karl Donitz? Don't need to answer that one. It's the end of the round, the end of the contest, and the winner tonight with a Krypton Factor of 38, the bank manager from Mablethorpe, Lincolnshire, Alan Hoare. Well, that was a terrific late run by Louise there, and well done to her. And warmest congratulations, of course, to Alan Hoare on his splendid victory. And we now know the full lineup for next week's group final, and this is it. The winner of Heat 1, Mike Brennan from Teesside. The Heat 2 winner, Doogie Ford from Glasgow. Tonight's Heat 3 winner, of course, Alan Hoare. And the best runner-up was Liz Vasey from Amersham, Buckinghamshire. So, that's the Group C final next Monday night at 7 o'clock. It promises to be a tremendous battle, with the winner jetting off immediately for California to try and land the American Space Shuttle in NASA's amazing simulator. Then, of course, it's back for the grand final a fortnight tonight. So, do join us next Monday. Until then, from all the contestants here and from me, good night.